People paste almost anything into AI now. Work emails, resumes, medical questions. It is all-encompassing with no limit. And they do it without ever asking the one question that actually matters. Who else gets to see this? Here's the thing. Most of the time, it's probably fine. A lot of AI tools are built by real companies with real policies and security standards behind them. But not all of them are. Some are just random websites that appeared in your feed last week. A polished logo, a friendly chat box, and no clear indication of who runs it or where your information goes. And that's the problem. The trustworthy platform and the sketchy imitation can look almost identical on your screen. This isn't a video about fearing AI, but rather learning to use it carefully and understanding that some tools are safe and some aren't. Here's why people let their guard down. When you type into an AI tool, it feels private. It looks like a conversation. You say something, it answers, and there's nobody else in the room. So your brain files it next to a diary or a text to a close friend. That feeling is the problem. Because that little chat box is not a diary, it's a doorway. And what feels like a private moment between you and a screen is actually you, sending your words out across the internet to a company you may have never heard of, under rules you've probably never read. The feeling of privacy and the fact of privacy are two completely different things. And almost everything that goes wrong here starts with trusting the feeling. So let's follow your words and see where they actually go. You'd assume that when you use an AI app, you're talking directly to the AI. But most of the time, you're not. You're usually talking to a middleman. Let's break that down. Think about a writing assistant, a meeting notes tool, or a browser extension that rewrites your email. Most of these tools don't build their own AI. They send your text to another company's system, get the response, and pass it back to you. That middle step is the part nobody pictures or thinks about. And it's not automatically sinister. That's genuinely how most software works. But it does mean something important. There's a company sitting between you and the AI. It's in the middle of your conversation, and anything you type goes through their hands first. They can log it, store it, keep it long after you've closed the tab. Now think about what people actually feed into that middle box. Not just, write me a poem. They paste in client emails, contracts, a bill they want explained. That's not just text, that's context. And context is personal, it's valuable, and sometimes it's confidential. So the real question was never, does this tool work? It's, who am I actually handing this to? Which leads to the uncomfortable question, why would a stranger run a free AI tool at all? Because running AI is not cheap. The servers, the models, the storage, somebody is paying for it. So when a tool is free, or weirdly generous, that money is coming from somewhere. Often the answer is innocent. They want you to try it. They're funded by investors. They'll sell you a paid plan later. But free online has always had a second cost. Sometimes you're paying with ads, sometimes with your attention. And with AI, there's a newer currency, what you type in, your questions, your documents, your problems, all of which can be valuable to whoever's collecting it. That does not mean every free tool is harvesting you or doing something wrong. Most aren't. But it does mean this. A low price is not proof a tool is safe, it's a reason to ask more questions. And if the tool is vague about who runs it, what it does with your data, and how it makes money, that vagueness is the warning sign, not the price. It's the silence. Okay, so what do you actually do with all this? You don't need to quit AI, and you don't need to read every privacy policy. There's one habit that changes everything, and it takes about 10 seconds. Redact before you paste. That's it. Before your private information goes into the box, you take it back out. Let me show you exactly what that looks like, because it's easier than it sounds. Instead of pasting your actual lease, landlord's name, your address, the rent, the signature, you paste this. Here's a lease clause with the personal details removed. Can you explain what this section means in plain English? You get the exact same answer. The AI didn't need your landlord's name to explain the clause. Instead of pasting a real client email with their name, their company, and their pricing, you paste, "Here's a customer message with the identifying details taken out. Help me write a polite reply." Instead of pasting a bank letter with your account number sitting right there, you paste, "Here's the wording from a financial letter with the personal parts removed." What does this actually mean? You see the pattern. Names, addresses, account numbers, birthdays, signatures, anything that points to a real person that comes out. You swap it for a blank or a placeholder like client name, and you paste the rest. And here's the part that makes it stick. You lose nothing. The AI can still explain, rewrite, summarize, and brainstorm just as well. The private details were never the part it needed. Redact before you paste. One habit. It does more than any setting buried 3 menus deep ever will. If you want something even simpler to remember, sort everything into 3 levels. Level 1, public. Stuff you'd be fine saying out loud to a room of strangers. General questions, brainstorming, rewriting text that isn't sensitive. Use whatever tool you like. The stakes are basically 0. Level 2, personal. Not dangerous, but yours. Use a tool you actually trust and strip out the details you don't need to share. Level 3, sensitive. Bank documents, contracts, medical records, client files, private work code. This is the level where you slow all the way down, use a provider you trust, redact hard, or just don't use AI for it at all. That's the whole system. Match the tool to the level. And when you're picking a tool for anything past level 1, the checklist is short. Is there a real company name? Can you find a privacy policy? Does it say whether your data trains the tool and let you opt out? Can you delete what you've sent? If you can't even find the answers, that's your answer. None of this is paranoia. It's the same instinct that stops you from typing your bank password into a random pop-up. The chat box looks friendly, but it's still just a box on the internet. AI is going to be part of normal life. That part isn't slowing down. What has to catch up is our habits. A chatbot can feel private. A free app can feel harmless. A slick website can feel trustworthy. But a feeling has never once been the same thing as a fact. So the next time you go to paste, ask yourself a single question. Would I be okay if this didn't stay private? If the answer is yes, go for it. AI is genuinely great. If the answer is no, slow down. Strip the details. Pick a tool you trust, or just don't. Because the real question was never whether AI can help you. It's what you're handing over in exchange.